Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. What you saw on the thumbnail might seem completely crazy, but don't jump to conclusions just yet. Trust me, this time the theory is one of the cleanest and most logical ones I've ever made for you. And the coolest part? I came up with it thanks to analyzing your comments. That can only mean one thing. You're watching a brand new episode of the Your Theories series dedicated to the 25th season. Huge thanks to everyone who shared their theories that you'll see in this video. There were so many that I had to split the content into at least 2 parts. Make sure to leave your own comments too. Interesting ones will make it into future videos. Enjoy the video. Let's start with the analysis of the secret research association, Trinity. The name clearly points to the 3 factions of the Alliance. We've already seen how future cameramen Kathy and Dave conducted an experiment that seemingly discovered the cameraman's energy, characterized by its blue glow. We've also seen a future TV scientist working on a portal experiment. The 3rd faction, as you probably know, is the Speakermen, whose backstory we'll likely see in the future. This also explains the origin of the Alliance bases. They were initially created for research purposes. Based on the wall devices, it seems the TV men have at least 4 bases, while the cameramen only have 1. The number of Speakermen bases is currently unknown, but they are likely underground for secrecy as well. But then, what is Alpha Hills? The secret agent wasn't just its administrator, he refers to it as his facility. Did he actually create it? Judging by the poster and the text stating, "A new administrator has been appointed," he clearly wasn't the first one there. Moreover, Alpha Hills is a secret government lab, and the government hides the reasons behind appointing a new administrator. Why would they withhold this information from their own staff? There must be a reason, such as a secret agreement between the secret agent and the government. The secret agent provides scientists with information to achieve technological progress, and in return, the government gives him complete freedom of action. This means the secret agent essentially created the future alliance with others' hands. The word Alpha in Alpha Hills signifies being the first or the main, as it is the first letter of the Greek alphabet. This is further emphasized by the Alpha Hills operating system tailored for agents. By the way, the hacking disk we saw earlier when Twin handed it to the secret agent is probably the same one. Since the secret agent had to eliminate Plunger as a witness, the disk clearly doesn't control agents. Then what is it for? Likely it grants agents abilities like invisibility, teleportation, and possibly holograms. This is suggested by Lucky, who pursued Plunger while cloaked, and the twins who teleported him. We can literally see them using green energy. Thus, this lab became the control center for the entire Trinity Association, with the secret agent as its head. But where did the secret agent get these advanced, seemingly alien technologies? As G-Man mentioned, the Astros conquered entire worlds, making them a powerful empire and a massive threat to neighboring civilizations. These civilizations, likely unable to win in direct conflict, probably devised a plan to cause a split within the Astros. They could have used G-Man's child as a pretext for rebellion, knowing he would do anything for his child. G-Man himself also had a second motive: the Astros' discrimination against conquered worlds. Their inhabitants were reduced to slaves, as G-Toilet pointed out, saying, "You were like a brother to me, but to the Astros, you were just cannon fodder." This is also evident in the dialogue between the UFO and Juggernaut, where the UFO was ready to dispose of him, as well as in the Astros' destruction of Skibidi Toilets and humans, treating them like ants. But how does the secret agent and Alpha Hills fit into this? The secret agent acts as a mediator between the enemies of the Astros and humans. He's either an alien who came to Earth and took on human form, like the secret agentess with her hologram, or a human chosen to receive the necessary knowledge, technologies, and instructions. The plan was to use the scientist to teleport the rebellion leaders, doomed to fail, to Earth. Judging by Kathy mentioning gates in her experiment and the TV scientist calling the portal gates, it seems that opening a teleport to the Astro world required the simultaneous efforts of all of Trinity, a so-called main experiment. It's possible that the memory featuring the TV scientist was about this moment. This is why the Skibidis invaded Alpha Hills, even though it was Trinity's control center. They were teleported directly there. The Alliance was always meant to become an ally of the Skibidi Toilets, and vice versa. With newfound strength, the rebellion leaders would continue their fight against the Astros, freeing conquered worlds and recruiting their inhabitants into the army. However, the scientists, realizing they'd all just become pawns in someone else's war, turned against the secret agent and the plan, and was killed for it. Why didn't G-Man face the same fate? After the scientist's death, G-Toilet had no choice but to follow the plan and join the Alliance. Plus, without him as the rebellion leader, it would be impossible to win over conquered worlds, or even some Astros like Juggernaut. Will Juggernaut switch sides? Here's the translation in a conversational tone. He suggests surrendering, avoids the fight, shares information about the arrival of someone familiar, probably the Duke, asks if they're ready to do what's needed, and even says, "The Titan is at their disposal, not ours, but their disposal," setting himself apart from the Astros, even though he's one of them. He still calls G the commander. You can see from his face how much doubt is eating him up inside. Juggernaut is at a crossroads. On one hand, there are the oppressors, the Astros, who see him as cannon fodder. On the other, there's G-Toilet, with the chance to change everything, bring back the glory of his people, and secure freedom for the children. It's possible he might give in to his masters again, especially since he's not just risking himself but his children too. Some of them might even be held hostage by the Astros. If that's the case, he might fight G again, but if he loses, he'll spill everything. Then they can set a trap together. Juggernaut could pretend to defeat G and, taking him into custody, lead him to the mothership, which is highlighted in caps in the subtitles for a reason. That's where G would use his secret weapon, and together, they'd destroy the Astros base. But is Juggernaut the only one? Could G persuade someone like Scorpion to join his side? Unlikely, since Scorpion, unlike Juggernaut, didn't suggest surrendering, but actually tried to kill G with all his might and clear enjoyment. It makes sense, though, because Scorpion is a pure-blooded Astro, and for him, G-Man is nothing but a dirty traitor who deserves execution, not a comrade like he was for Juggernaut. But getting back to the question of whether Juggernaut is the only one, no. We've already seen the scientist, so even among the Astros, G had and might still have potential allies. This is especially true for those who were oppressed by the Astros, like Juggernaut. Convincing them to rise up against their oppressors wouldn't be that hard. All it would take is convincing them that victory is possible. Even the mothership can be defeated using the secret weapon. But what could it be? There are two possibilities. First, the technology of the secret agent. We've already seen them work together in the battle against the Titans and Juggernaut. Imagine the mothership in the hands of the Alliance and the Skibidi against the Astros. The second possibility is the Titan Cameraman. But he died. Didn't you see his broadcast stopped? You might argue, and you'd be absolutely right, except for the fact that the broadcast did indeed stop. From the UFO's conversation with the Duchess, we know someone is messing with their communication, and the squad pursuing the Titan was lost, meaning they were probably destroyed. Could the Titan have fought off multiple Astros alone in its half-destroyed state, especially considering even a whole TV man took serious damage? No. Could G have helped at that point considering he was in the same state? Also no. That leaves only the secret agent. We've already seen that he can disrupt transmissions, so he could have cut off the connection between the Astros and the Titan. He could have also used green energy spheres and holograms to defeat them. But if the Astros were defeated, why didn't the Titan return to base for repairs and upgrades? Why hasn't the transmission come back? It's likely that, like the operator, the Titan was simply hacked and joined the secret squad. Why? Judging by the fact that the damage from the twins was gone by the next episode and the mysterious office where the secret agent is, there's another base. Since Alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, let's call it the second, Beta Hills. That's probably where the Titan is right now, undergoing upgrades to become a force against the Astros. Why did the secret agent do this? Because the Astros can't be beaten with their current forces, especially after taking control of the Titan TV man. Or was the Titan Cameraman also captured? The thing is, chronologically, The capture of the Titan TV man happened after Juggernaut left, so he couldn't have known about it. The captured Titan he's talking about isn't the TV man, but the cameraman. Is that true? The scene with Juggernaut and G-Man starts right at their clash, meaning it's a direct continuation of the episode. Even if there was a time gap between them, Juggernaut should have used a communicator like the one the UFO had. But getting back to the UFO and Duchess conversation, what's the point of it? It seems like the Astros lost the Titan off-screen due to the secret agent's interference, and then, off-screen, found it and regained control. And this time, the secret agent did nothing? Isn't that a lot of key plot twists going unnoticed? Most likely, Juggernaut was also briefed on the Astros' plan to capture the Titan TV man, and in his conversation with G-Toilet, he referred to it. But that's not all, so make sure to share your theories in the comments, subscribe to not miss the next videos, and like it if you enjoyed. This was Iron. See you next time.